Hey everybody, and welcome to the PlantStock Daily. My name is Jesse, if we haven't met yet. Now, it's been a while since I actually made a video on the chef, TTCF. And today I actually found out some very interesting news in my Discord. Actually, probably some leak news. So I felt it was the perfect opportunity to share this with you. Now, before we do that, I would, as always, appreciate an early thumbs up to help spread the channel to more people. And if you want to be part of a channel where you get 5 videos a week at least when it comes to plant-based companies like Beyond Meat, Tattooed Chef, the Very Good Food Company, and Oatly, to name a few, then make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you folks, I really appreciate your help. Now the stock market just opened up about a minute or two ago, and we can see that right now it actually does look quite more stable than yesterday. Tattooed Chef right now about 1.31%. Beyond is up a little, Oatly is down a little, but we don't see any major changes as of yet. But obviously, it's just opened up. We don't know what's going to go on. If we'll take a look at Tattooed Chef, yesterday it had some really interesting activities here. It opened up at 12:57, 12:45, and then flew up quite quickly to around 13:40 at one point, and then went down quite a lot again. But it ended on the plus side. But as of yet, it does seem quite stable. Well, but let's hope that that will actually remain. Now, as I'm sure many of you know, the Fed actually had their second meeting yesterday, and Jerome Powell let us know that when it comes to the rate hikes, they're still holding off and are planning to do as expected, that we might see the first rate hikes quite possibly in March. So kind of what we've been expecting. But I guess one of the reasons, though, why everything actually crashed down yesterday again, because everything, as you probably know, were actually going up, but then started crashing down in the end. Now, there wasn't really anything out of the ordinary. It was, like I said, what we expected, but it was more of a matter of his tone, which seemed more dramatic. And he did say that it might be a really long time before we actually see those pre-pandemic levels when it comes to inflation. And also talked about the overall supply chain, that's going to take time to handle. So this could be some of the reasons why we actually saw people actually freaking out yesterday. But we actually got some positive news yesterday regarding if we might be expecting a bottom soon. And obviously, no one can predict the market, but this was actually one of the more positive things we've heard so far, which was from Peter Oppenheimer, who works at Goldman Sachs. He kind of stated yesterday that we could soon expect something of a turnaround. So he actually stated that we might actually start looking at buying the dip, since we have a lot of companies that have come down to their 52-week lows, but also all-time lows. So one way of seeing it is that we actually have gotten a form of safety net, considering how low these companies have gone so far. And he's not the only one who stated this. Even analysts at JP Morgan and Citigroup have stated similar things. Now, this doesn't mean that you should go all in any of these companies. And this is, for me, not financial advice, but this is what they've stated, that it could be a good idea to start doing it soon, because they do see things turning around soon, especially if world economies will be doing better as well. So this morning, when I actually went into my Discord, the PlantStock community, guys, we got this little positive note here from Matthias. Thank you, Matthias. Really appreciate you helping out here. And it seems that we're getting a clue here that Tattooed Chef is actually coming out with a whole host of new products, it seems. So, and guys, if you want to be part of my free Discord channel where we talk about the chef, Beyond Meat, Oatly, the Very Good Food Company, to name a few, make sure to take a look in the description. So what Matthias actually found was a couple of photos that was taken by Jennifer Huff that actually works at Tattooed Chef now, where she actually put out a few pictures on her LinkedIn. And if we actually take a look at her page, I haven't heard about her before, maybe not so strange, because when you look at her info, it seems like she just started working now in January for the chef as Director of Sales, the Natural and Specialty channel. And she comes with a quite extensive background here. She was first a regional sales manager at the wonderful company, just a year there, but she worked for over 5 years at the Coca-Cola company. As regional sales manager, she worked there for about 4 years, and then she also worked at area sales manager East in Natural. And again, quite an extensive background. So it seems like a really recent new pick for the chef, but interesting. And it's also interesting that we haven't heard about this as of yet. But what she then recently posted is that she actually had a meeting the other day, it seems like 2 days ago, with Alliance Sales and Marketing. And you can see here that she was not here alone. She was here with our Chief Growth Officer, Matt Williams, and Christine Davis. And they were apparently talking about some new products, it would seem. So if we scroll in here to see what it is, it states here on the monitor, which I'm guessing they had, it seems to be some kind of pitch meeting with Alliance Sales Marketing. Up-leveling, now offering plant-based options for some of our favorite foods, Mexican burritos, quesadillas, and wood-fire pizzas. So these, it says new on all of these, right? These seems to be some of the things they have in the pipeline, right? It seems like we're going to see these products soon, right? We have vegan wood-fired pizzas, and then we have some breakfast burritos here, Mexican entries, and organic vegetables like they usually have, quesadillas, and some, I guess, ordinary burritos going on here. So that's certainly interesting, and this is nothing I have heard about anywhere else, neither in the news, or I haven't heard any YouTubers talking about this. So let me know, guys, if I'm not the first on this. So obviously it's hard to know what they talked about, but I'm thinking that they're planning a new marketing campaign, because if we actually go look at what kind of company Alliance Sales and Marketing is, it is a company that's focusing on growing your brand to new heights. You look at their services, it's consumer marketing, client solutions, business intelligence, retail service, headquarters sales, marketing. So they're in the business of obviously growing your brand. And I actually do believe that these two companies have actually collaborated before. When you take a look at recent histories in Facebook groups, you see that they were doing this a year to 2 years ago too. So the question is, when will we see these new products coming out? I'm hoping soon. And I'm thinking because several of these seems to have a Mexican trait, right? The burritos, the quesadillas. I'm thinking we could, and the Mexican entries here, we could expect that this might be the things we'll see coming out of the new Mexico facilities, right? And the question is, that I'm wondering about is if all of these are actually going to be 100% plant-based, if they're actually going to be vegan, because that's what Sarah Galetti talked about, that the new Mexico facility, that's what they're going to focus on, just shooting out those 100% plant-based food items. So folks, please, again, let me know down in the comments, have you heard about these new products before? I've been trying actually to look for them at Target and other places on the net, and actually took a look at their homepage, TTCF's homepage, and I couldn't find any information about those there either. It's not the first time though. We have seen a lot of their other products in the different stores with Kroger, Target, and they don't have some of those products on their actual page. But still interesting that we can't find any other information about that. So for me, basically, was this a huge mistake by Jennifer? Or was this actually planned, that they were hoping that someone would find out about this and it would be leaked? I don't know. I just feel like if they were really nervous about this coming out there yet, probably people working on the sales team wouldn't actually put this out on their own LinkedIn page. I don't know. But for me, anyhow, this was really interesting to see, because this gives us an idea what we might be expecting now in the next couple of months. So something to look forward to for sure. Now, I'm probably going to make a little more in-depth video now in the near-term future, considering that we are soon getting closer to the Q4 results. What I've seen so far, it seems that it's going to be around the 9th of March. So basically 1.5 more months. but I'll have a video for you before then for sure. All right, guys, hope you got a lot of value from today's video. And if you did, make sure to smash that like button to help me out. And if you want to keep getting videos at least 5 days a week and an interview or two every week, guys, we've talked about this before. We're probably going to start our own podcast, me, Emmanuel of Emmanuel on Finance, and Fahim at Foolish Investor. So also let us know down below if that's something you want to see, a podcast that we're probably going to do once every week. All right, guys, and remember, this was not financial advice. These were just my own thoughts and opinions. So it's important to do your own due diligence. Hope to see you tomorrow, and peace out.